I'm Danielle Lynn. If you've never heard my program before, go to daniellelynn.com. We own one of the largest content libraries in the world on lifestyle. We went on the air over 3 decades ago, and I am so excited because we're working on digitizing what you haven't heard. That was the first 17 years. So cool. So my day is even luckier because AD Dolphin, who is the CEO, co-founder with his brother, both of these guys are just, you're rock and smoking guys. And we were talking about if you just, I mean, you are. You're like, I love what you do. You're crazy entrepreneurs. You're committed. And we were talking about that because we were talking about Dherbs. By the way, give some information because we didn't even say, like, if somebody has to go, where do they find out more about Dherbs? Is it just dherbs.com?
Yeah, so it's dherbs.com, DHERBS.com, or they can always give us a call at 866-434-3727, 866-434-3727, and that's the way they can pretty much reach us.
Okay, so this is really important, and we'll be giving you that information because you might say, oh, Danielle, you sold yourself out. No, he doesn't have to sponsor this show. It's because, you know why? There are people. When I met AD, and I told you in the beginning, if you were listening, my life body changed. Like, I never worry that I'm going to be out of control again. And that's what happened when I started using, the Dherbs. And, my friend Alzani's on it, and he's done it, and Deborah and Beverly. I mean, I have a lot of friends, and we know every single year this is how we're going to nail it. So,
wow.
You know that. You met them. I brought them to California.
Right.
That was crazy. But we all have the same thing is when you folks find the way. I mean, like, for example, and throughout this year, I'm going to be telling you a lot of the things that I've actually personally been using, that I've gone to the stores, I've looked and found that are the best things you could ever get, because I'm tired of people getting stuff and not getting the results. So we were talking about the kit itself. So we call you, order the kit. The kit arrives in a few days. In that kit, for a moment, you're like, oh my God, it's got bottles in it. Explain the beauty of, because I can't wait to get it. I'm getting ready to go on it again, and I can't wait to get those bottles.
Right.
Explain
we kind of just talked about briefly. It comes with 7 different formulas, all geared to clean out your major limited channels. Some of the benefits that I didn't really get a chance to finish on it is weight loss. Also, your things like be able to focus and concentrate a lot better. That was really, really huge for Steve Harvey. Stronger immune system, clearer skin. There's so many things that can happen for you, but it really kind of always depends on what's going on with you. And that always confuses people. And what I try to tell people is this. Look, when you're eating right and your body's able to digest the food quickly and process it, that allows energy, because most of our time, energy is spent dealing with our digestive system. So when that is not the issue, now your body is like, oh, okay, I don't have to work on this anymore. Now I can work on other body issues. So whether or not you're suffering from diabetes, high blood pressure, whatever it is, now your body has the opportunity to help itself heal from those particular issues.
I'm looking at some numbers.
Right.
It says adult obesity in the United States, and there are 4 states that are majorly highlighted. It says 35% in these 5 states, top 30% of 25 states. Okay, West Virginia has the highest adult obesity rate.
Wow.
At 37.7%. Colorado has the lowest at 22.3%. Isn't that interesting?
Wow. That is interesting, because I figure it was so cold in Colorado, it might be a little higher. I'm sure Texas is in there somewhere too, right?
Yeah, but it's not highlighted in the same way as Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, and Arkansas.
Yeah, I figured those too.
But what that thing goes down to is carbo loading, right?
Right.
And when I was looking at some of the statistics across the country, you realize that, Do you realize that 15 million U.S. children live in a food insecure household?
Wow.
So what are you going to grab? I'll be honest, folks, when during 9/11, I economically was over-leveraged on a property and I went broke. Like literally like 90 days, I was penniless. And
Wow.
it was so frightening because all the sponsors locked the money in New York. We had our overhead. It didn't stop. The satellite had to go up. So I was sinking and I ended up like literally having to budget $5 a week. So what did I do? I went to the dollar store. The only thing I didn't change was I bought always organic beans. I mean, I learned how to make beans like 6,000 ways. And
Wow.
that was like not that long ago. But what I realized is the carbo loading. So when you're doing the Dherbs,
Mm-hmm.
explain the difference in the composite or the composition with the foods that you're consuming, because you were describing you have nuts, seeds. Explain it a little deeper.
Well, the real thing is that you're eating it in its original state, which is easy for your body to process. So you're eating things that are raw. And a lot of times people don't understand what does raw mean. And basically, and for short, it means uncooked. So you're eating things in its natural state, and it's really, really easy for your body to process that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's ultimately what it is.
So you're eating, when you go shopping in the store, for
Right.
those, I mean, the real fact is for every one of us, when you go shopping in the store, except for maybe the Sprouts or the Whole Foods or any of the natural product store, you eat the perimeter.
Yeah.
That's really how you should eat. I mean, if you kind of use discretion, because one side will be dairy and one side
Right.
will be produce, but you want to get out of the middle, because the middle is exactly,
The middle is the end.
yeah, the middle will do you in, and then it goes right to the middle. Isn't it interesting that the middle, isn't it interesting that
That is interesting.
your belly fat is in the middle of the store? So when I called you the first time I did it, you didn't even know me, right? Remember I called you?
Right.
And I said, AD, is it possible that my consciousness went up?
Yeah.
And you said what?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was weird. Like,
We're affected by what we eat.
mm-hmm.
Period. You got to remember the chemicals, the steroids, the hormones, all these things get within our system and it vastly affects our system.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on. I mean, eating well is the key to life.
Right. So you're doing the cleanse. You said 20 days. You start
Right.
that you have the bottles. They're all divvied out. Everything is it's easy, simple. I put them in a row like every day, so I know this one's first, this one's second, that one's third, and then I have my little Dherbs vitamin holder. And then when I'm traveling, or leaving for the day, so
Right.
So you're taking those ritually, and those supplements match up to the time zones of your body.
Absolutely.
So explain
So
that.
it's the low point. It's the low point for the period. So what happens is your blood is usually affected in the morning. So therefore, there's something in our cleanse, formula number 1, called the blood formula, that's going to actually help you boost your blood and help you cleanse your blood. So each part of the day, that's what's being vastly affected. Towards the evening, what's being vastly affected is your digestive system and your colon, because everything that you've eaten up to that point. So the last formula of the day is the colon formula. And the reason why that's so important is because that allows you to wake up in the morning, have a bowel movement, and move forward.
Literally.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And you know what I always tend to forget to even talk about is the activated charcoal. And the reason why that's so important, that's the 7th formula. That's the formula you take just before you go to sleep. And the reason why I take the colon formula. So that's going to motivate you to go to the restroom. So then before you go to sleep, you take the activated charcoal. That's going to pull all the toxins from your midsection inside your stomach, your digestive system, and then you're going to wake up in the morning and remove it from your system. And that's how that works.
Well, it's going to work on me, and it's going to work on my friends. So I said to you in the early part, the challenge is on, I want you to do this with me. I love this, and I'm not pitching, I'm suggesting. Give